Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're having an awesome day. And today we're going to be doing something a little different. We'll just be doing like an account overview of what I have achieved so far in 3 months. I'm a little bit of a whale, not going to lie. Let's just drop the camera for a second. As you see, level 50, beautiful Kyoshi little portrait right there. We're actually almost level 51, which is pretty cool. We'll just go through all our characters, and yeah, and then we'll do a summon at the end. So stick around if you like. Grab your coffee, and let's move on. So first, we'll look at all our heroes, obviously. So this is the roster part. We'll just like kind of shoot out some quick facts and all that for you, quick maths and stuff. We'll go left to right. If you want to see a specific element, I will leave timestamps down below so you can go to a specific area if you want that. So let's go into it. First off, Base Aang, Mind Aang, whatever you want to call him. Very good. If you take anything from this video, level him up. Avatar State has saved me in arena so many times, it's actually not funny. Skill level 6, you get it from summons, level 70. Always, as I said, max him out if you can. Very good unit. Avatar State Aang, level 70. We got an extra skill coin from, I think, the Winds of Change when we were summoning for Gyatso. Does a lot of elemental stuff with his basic, and then he will gain an extra turn on his mastery level 4 for his advanced skill. Very good. Pretty high offense unit, actually. Probably not as good as Mind Aang, because you have that speed element as well. But Avatar State Aang is still a pretty good unit if you want to get those debuffs out on the enemy, you know? Next, we've got Gyatso. I had to go to pity for him. It used to be 150 back in the day. Now it's only 120. I know, right? Back in my day, everything was harder. We've got Delicious Prank on his Mastery level 4. It brings the cooldown down by 2, so you can throw out a lot more knockdowns, a lot more turn bar reduction and stuff like that. Kind of reads like a mind unit, weirdly enough, but he is a defense unit, apparently. And level 70 as well, as we've, I don't know if I said that or not. Air Nomad Youth, got this at the Summon Store. Used to be 10 coins back in the Earth event, the Air event, sorry. So it used to be 10 coins. I just unlocked him because I wanted another Airbender. Level 60, skill level 1. His mastery is on his basic. I got him to mastery level 3. His basic, when he basic attacks, he will gain 15% turn meter and also gain skill nullify, which is like a dodge. He will get a little bit of healing on skill mastery 4, like max mastery. But really getting those two, if you can just nullify the damage, you don't need to heal yourself. See? Modern day problems require modern day solutions. And our last Airbender, funnily enough, is Defense Aang. I like to call him Dang. I don't know why. Level 40, skill level 1. I got him from the global launch, but he is in the Summon Store if you really want him. Personally, if you've got your Mind Aang, I wouldn't really worry about him. It's just more for the collection aspect. He does some cool things, kind of. If you have a lot of debuffs, he can heal them. He goes into a fending stance. If you have a team that has a lot of stances, Defense Aang actually might be helpful. He can decrease the enemy's attack by, at the very least, at 30%, you know, when he goes into his stance there, so pretty cool. Alrighty, Earthbenders. We've got our big girl herself, Avatar Kyoshi, level 70. We saw that we leveled her up. Skill level 1, I will be throwing skill coins into her once I get to pity on the Rise of Kyoshi banner. Vengeance stance is really cool. The fact that if your allies get hit, she will basically counterattack for them and can hit a couple times, you know, knock out some buffs and all that, do some double attacks. I've seen her counter and knock out a unit with her basic ability, because if you knock out a buff and then she does another ability and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Marshu Soldier, we got him on the path to a Marshu, funnily enough. Level 70, my goodness, this Echo ability. Use him in a combo and he gains Echo. The amount of times I've hit like 3 or 4 Echoes in a row is just nutso. Basic does extra damage to frontline, and advance has a chance to knock down and extra damage to the regen slot. Also, you know, Earthbender, so if you get Earthbending on the regen slot, they can't heal. Just does extra really good damage, accuracy up, knockdown synergy and all that stuff. Blind Bandit Toph, you get this from the starting banner, 500 nature stones, well worth it, just want to say. Champion's Cloak, you get like, I think it's like 8% on base. She's level 70, skill level 6, so it's like 15% for me, but it's like 8% base whenever you get hit with an AoE, and I just build her full attack. She's consistently hitting 10,000 damage on a weak hit. My goodness, she does not mess around with that. Also, the reason I didn't get Earth Kingdom Toph, I was like, I'll go to pity for the Zinfu banner. If I don't get it, I'm not too worried. I have Blind Bandit Toph. I have an offensive Toph. It's fine. Bokin, the tanky boy in the front line. Mastery level 2 is what you want. He will give extra damage to everyone if he's in the front line. He is super tanky with his fortified stance. He will only take weak hits. Throw an Origami Flower, he's gaining extra defense. Get him extra mastery, he's going to start stacking up extra health, extra defense, and heal himself as well. Haven't gotten to Mastery level 3 yet. Very close, just need to do some walking on the paths with him. Troll Boss Boomy, level 60, skill level 1. His advanced skill can put the enemy into an imbalanced state, which is good because then he'll go into a neutral Jing, increase his health, increase his damage, increase crit damage, and he does extra damage based on his health as well. If you have an Earth Rumble set, throw it on him or someone in his team so that he gets that extra health boost at the start. But I just run just a full health set on him at the moment. Earth Kingdom Soldier, level 60. I do want to get him to level 70 when I can because I love using this boy. Skill level 3, you get 1 copy from doing Shenguan, and then I've got the other 2 copies from the Four Nations Earth event when that was around, and you can also get him in the Summon Store. Very good. I would say if you just unlock him, he's good enough. The fact that he, on his basic, he will give himself barrier, 25% reduced damage, and he also gives regen to everyone on his unique here, on his passive. Passive also increases his resistance and will enter a horse stance at mastery level 4, which is a increased chance to gain a weak hit, which makes him just that little bit more tanky. I throw a counter set on so that he keeps pumping out the regens and stuff on his basic. It's pretty funny. Next, we've got Hero from the Earth Kingdom, Tyro, level 60. I know, it should be level 70. It's blasphemy, I know. I just need the purple Earth elements, and then I can get him to level 70. If you see how many 70s I've got, I don't have any Earth elements left, okay? Just leave me alone. We've got... You want to get to Mastery level 2 as soon as possible. Decreasing all damage by 35% is no joke. Once you get into Mastery level 4, though, once he gets to full stacks of courage, which is 4 stacks, he will inflict a tier 2 earth debuff on the enemy for the rest of battle. They will have a tier 2 debuff consistently. No healing, bit slower, less defense. Very good in just knocking out the enemy, but it is going to be a bit of a grind to get there. Zinfu, level 50. Again, same reason with Tyro. I've been leveling up other units, so I haven't really had a chance. We have skill level 2. We got one instead of Earth Kingdom Toph. Did want Earth Kingdom Toph, but you know what? I will take it. This bounty mechanic, just pumping through defense on the enemy, really cool. But really, his strength lies in the fact that he has basically scaling defense. He can enter the hardened state, which decreases just all damage taken. He does resilient damage, which is damage based on defense. And at mastery level 3, which is the silver border there, if you have enemies alive, he will gain 15% defense and resistance for every enemy alive on the enemy team. If you have 4, that's 60% defense, no cap. Not lying, no cap. So he will just consistently boost up his defense, knock out that damage, and he hit 2 of his abilities, he can break through their defense anyway, just ignores it. So very, very good. Very meta defining. If you want like a meta unit, he's up there. Moving into another timeline, we've got Earth Kingdom Kyoshi. Haven't really put a lot of effort into it. Level 50, skill level 6. We got lucky on the summons on it, obviously. If I want to get to a next mastery, just so that I reduce the cooldown of Force of Earth, the big ground pound, it puts them in fearful states. But the fact that all of our abilities are AoEs as well, it's kind of cool. Slicing damage is kind of cool, inflicting bleed on the enemy and stuff. But really, the fearful state and stuff, 9 times out of 10, I just knock out the enemy with this, and it's pretty good. And last but not least, we have the Boulder himself. I got it was 10 coins for the Four Nations Earth event. I was able to buy it in the summon store. He's 20 now, I think. If you knock out an enemy, he'll go into a victorious stance. He'll start pumping his chest, like, yeah, look at me. And then you have the ability to, if you knock down an enemy on his turn, he will just reset all his cooldowns to take another turn. And then this ability here, Landslide Victory, it does extra damage if they're knocked down. All of his attacks do damage based on his defense. Pump some defense on him, throw in Zinfu. Oh, you've got a combo right there. Got a combo. All right, time to spice things up in the Fire Nation. We've got Hyro. You get him from when you download the game, you have like a 7-day calendar and you get Hyro at the end of it. Very good tank, very good. The fact that he can heal as well is really nice. He can steal enemy's turn meter and give it to himself. Lets him just bring that cooldown down a lot faster. Get those heals out, knock out speed and calming state. Very good. If you have him, definitely should be using him. Dragon Dancer Zuko, my only peace and or chaos unit that I have. Pretty cool with a combo unit. You can really see the synergy with him and Aang, like Avatar Aang, the peace one. But any airbender unit you use with him, he gets that inner flame, a little bit extra damage, extra stacks. It's pretty cool. Fire Nation Zuko, I'm going to say is the best Zuko. Don't at me. I've heard Komodo Rider Zuko is good, but I haven't got him, so I can't say for sure. But Fire Nation Zuko, the fact that he has a cheat death mechanic and he does really high damage is really good. Level 6, all these level 60 as well. I know I didn't say that. But the Unyielding Determination, my goodness, he'll do a spin kick and then he'll probably take another turn with increased attack, increased crit, and if you've hit him, use his basic at all, he'll have increased attack and stuff as well. Oh boy, he is a big damage dealer, very good. Next we pop a helmet on him, and then we've got Invader Zuko, level 60, skill level 6. He's pretty easy to get copies for, I find. Like, I've gotten him a lot, like Agni Kai Jiao as well. But he's got this weird mechanic with his charging state. He'll just gain 300% extra attack. Get him to Mastery 4, he will just not lose a turn. So he will just have that 300% attack for 2 turns, basically. Has this, you know, he increases attack on his basic, increased crit rate on his unique, does vital damage, and punches through defense with Zinfu. Very good. I actually built him as an attack unit, even though he's a defense unit. I built him with, like, offensive mods. Masked Soldier, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't use him after you beat like Shenguan, probably. Is kind of lackluster. He goes into charging state, which is like Invader Zuko, but he still does lose that turn, which is a little unfortunate. Gains its speed up and stuff. He does cool things, but I feel like once he gets a mastery, he'll really shine. And he also really shines under the leadership of Commander Zhao. Commander Zhao actually gives, because he gives crit rate to all your Fire Army units, so it makes your Masked Soldier hit a little bit harder and all that. It can also inflict a captured state, so they can't use any advanced abilities and stuff like that. I mean, I've used him a little bit. As you can see, I've got Mastery Level 2. But Mastery Level 3, he will get extra focus when you attack an enemy in a negative state, so it's pretty cool there. Zhong. I have him at level 50. Obviously, I can get him to level 60, but I don't really use him. Like, I got his Mastery up, and I maxed that out, and then I just haven't used him, which is a little unfortunate. He does some cool things, like the imbalanced state with his basic, and then if you have Roku's Decree, he'll take another turn. Vanished state makes him a little bit more tanky, dodging a lot of hits, reducing the resistance of the enemy. Actually, that's how I really use him, is I'll use Vanished state right away, and then I'll use it to knock down the resistance of the enemy, so that all my other debuffs can be afflicted on him. You could throw him in there with Boomy. Boomy, you know, make Zhong a little bit faster. Do the spin, do the meditate, reduce their resistance. High chance of getting some imbalanced states with Boomy there. Next, we've got the Hot Shot Rangi, doing a 1-2-3 combo just like Zuko. The reason she's been called Zuko 2.0, basically we'll just do 3 hits of firebending damage, basically counters Mindang. If you have trouble with Mindang, level up your Rangi, give her a little bit extra accuracy. 1-2-3 combo on her advance, on an Aang. If he goes into Avatar state, he'll take damage because of the fire debuff, and he'll be knocked out. Fury state, when she goes into a Fury state, extra focus generation, extra damage up. Helps units with defense, so obviously Avatar Kyoshi is obviously a match made in heaven right there. Agni Kai Zuko, if you have Fire Nation Zuko, I wouldn't really level him up. You only really need him for that Agni Kai battle, and I think they give you one anyway, so it won't even matter. Skill level 6, level 50, no mastery, which is a little unfortunate, but once we get one, I reckon he'll be really good. The fact that he has this weird, like, you need to kind of use his abilities in a specific way so that you can get extra buffs. So like if you use your basic, get increased attack, use your advanced basic, you get crit damage up, so on and so forth. So it is a cool concept. It's just a little bit lackluster compared to things like Fire Nation Zuko, you know. Agni Kai Jiao, the last of the Fire Nation here, as you see, his passive is mainly the thing that you want. Guaranteed rank 2 fire debuff on the enemy, and also will hit if you do advanced basic as the combo. I probably want him in the slot that reduces your cooldowns. That's probably it. Otherwise, the problem is he's pretty squishy as well. He's not wearing a shirt, obviously, so that doesn't really help. Alright, we're going to the waterbenders now. First off is Pirate Captain Kiwok. First powerful opponent banner I maxed out. Didn't get enough copies for Dojo Master, unfortunately. Level 70, skill level 6. Her skill levels, my goodness, her mastery. She has, when she comes out of her Shadow Clone ability, which is like a cheat death mechanic, essentially, she will gain 45% chance to take an extra turn and a higher chance to stun. I've stun locked an enemy like in arena so many times it's not funny with this. Sometimes it's like a Mastery Soldier. Sometimes I just take 3 or 4 turns and I win. has clutched it out for me multiple times. Next, we've got Bending Master Katara. Other than getting her mastery up, I have not used her. Level 70, skill level 2, we're lucky we got a copy of her. The extra turn when you defeat an enemy is really cool, but her chance to freeze is terrible. I have more chances to freeze with tank Katara, based Katara, than Bending Master one. I don't even know why. I have her built with, I think she has more accuracy than my defensive one, and I do not hit one freeze whatsoever. Very base Katara in, easy. Speaking of base Katara, excellent tank. The fact that she'll provoke, so essentially taunt, and then will hit the enemy back. As you can see, I haven't got her mastery up full yet. A couple more arena battles and I'll be right. But really, her basic, the ability that she can freeze on a basic and it can hit 2 units and freeze 2, is really good. Next up, we've got Parku, level 60, skill level 1. I don't really use Parku. If I'm lucky, I get 1 turn, and if I'm unlucky, he gets knocked out in the first thing. Even if I threw full defense mods on him once to test it, and I still got knocked out 1 turn. He is just not very survivable. He does extra damage to frozen units, so I suppose if you have like Bending Master Katara or Tank Katara, and they freeze the enemy, you could probably use that. But other than that, I don't really use Parku that much. That's why he's only level 60. I haven't put the effort into getting to level 70 yet. And we got our new shiny toy, Tali Richtug, our first member from the 5th Nation. I've got him to level 50, skill level 6. We did get to our flow reversal up, which is really nice. The fact that he goes into a covering stance and then can counterattack with that's pretty cool. And his basic will do AoE damage based on his defense. When he's in that stance as well. Increased crit as well. It's kind of weird. It's like Invader Zuko. He's a tank unit, but he can do damage. It's kind of a weird thing. He also can heal himself as well, which is really nice. And last but not least, we've got our special units. We've got our Earth Kingdom Kyoshi Warrior Mind. Does a lot of damage based on the enemy's defense. So if you're going against a lot of tanks, you know, she can break through that a little bit easier. Goes into a counter stance whenever they gain buffs. Can increase their own attack as well at Mastery level 4. Haven't gotten her to 4 yet. As you'll see, I haven't really done a lot with my special units yet, but pretty fun, honestly. I don't mind using her. I just use other units, that's all. Next, we've got our Water Tribe Soccer, which is the one that you get at the start of the game for free. Really high damage output. The fact he can stun on his advanced is pretty cool. Does a lot of pretty high damage on his basic, and he can also gain extra turns by defeating enemies on his mastery. I'm very close to getting that. I just need to do some arena battles with him, and then we'll have a fully mastered out Soccer here. Pretty cool. I do want to get him to level 72. Probably my first level 70 special unit will be base Soccer. Next, we've got Dojo Master. Unfortunately, I didn't max him out when the Powerful Opponent banner was out. He does like an AoE, gains lifesteal, defense, attack up, all that kind of stuff, and does some really cool stuff there. Once you get into Mastery 4, he goes into a Defiant stance, makes his crit synergy a little bit better. But really, the basic is pretty cool. He does damage. For every buff he has, he'll do more damage, and he'll heal himself because of that. Getting those extra 2 skill coins will make him very tough. I think it's like 45% extra damage. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. I'm going to call this one Arena Soccer, just to make it a little bit easier for us when you get in the arena store. Pretty cool. He can stun on his basic, which is nice, and he also increases the accuracy and damage of Water Tribe and Rebel allies. So gives himself accuracy up, has the ability to stun, does damage based on their max health, so it's pretty cool as well. Warpaint Soccer, the old Joggle Soccer back in the day, my goodness, the reason that I've pretty much got 3 stars on all the OG events. Has a unique kit, kind of like Agni Kai Zuko. It's cool, but it needs something else, so once we get out Mastery, it'll probably be really cool. But pretty much you just want to spam out the Juggle, and just swap out between both of his weapons. Jawbone Dagger is still very good for him. Bring that focus up a little bit. Earth Kingdom Kyoshi Warrior. This is the first like event unit I got, and I remember I fell in love with her the moment I started using her. Going into that little counter stance whenever she crits, and then just building her for crit damage. Oh boy, she hits hard. And I remember just OG starting out, I was using her in absolutely everything I could. Obviously only mastery level 3, but as you can see, she's on level 40. I just haven't used her. As I said, as I've started using other units, I've just gravitated more towards all the benders and stuff, and just haven't had a chance to use it, but I do want to level her up as well. And last but not least, we have Wolf Cove Soccer. Has a really cool synergy with his stratagem stuff. It decreases the defense of the enemy, so if you have trouble breaking through defenses, maybe Wolf Cove Soccer could help you. Does increase damage based on missing max health, so if they have 20% of their max health, you'll do more damage than if they have 50% of their max health. Don't really use him. Again, I'd probably use either one that can stun lock or offense soccer anyway, just to break through the enemy, you know? Alrighty, and that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll be doing some summons now, obviously. We'll throw, we've got some special stuff in plan. We did get a 5-star ticket from the mail at one point. At least I think it was one of the mails. Like a couple weeks ago or something like that, or a week ago. So we'll do one on the Kyoshi banner, and then we'll do a 5-star. So let's see what we can get. Give me something good. We got a sunset. Oh my goodness. This game absolutely loves me. I don't know why, but it just really wants me to have some good luck. I don't have any sound coming through. What did we got? We got the goat grill. Not too bad. Look, I'll take it. I haven't got one of those, so you know, it's always a bonus when you get something you don't have. At least then you can use it, you know? Some beautiful relics. We got a Kyoshi again, another Kyoshi coin. I love it. All right, and then we'll use our 5-star. I don't even know what character I kind of want from this. I mean, getting Toph would be nice. Fire Captain Zhang, that'd be pretty cool too. But we'll see what we can get. Eh? Let's go. We'll throw. Oh, I don't have 10 of these tickets. I'm so used to hitting 10. We do have 1 of these tickets, so let's see what we can get. Eh? We'll skip this. We've already done the sunset. Bending Master Katara. All right, not bad. Lets me do a little bit extra damage and stuff. Not too shabby. Alrighty, that's the video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one, which will probably be an update one. Catch you around.